Pastor, that you weird as you're weird as fuck. Why the fuck would you have the addition without me? Right?
Man, even though I've been...
I ain't gonna lie. Let's relax now.
And that type of shit bleeds into the Twitch chat. That shit bleeds into everywhere, bro. Y'all can call me whatever the fuck y'all want, but I come on this bitch to entertain y'all niggas, bro. I come on this bitch because I love y'all niggas, bro. Oh, God, bro.
I saw people doing anything for validation or a reaction or some sort of...
There's been a lot of discourse lately about Streamer University, and there's a lot of people mad at Cenat. Like you've seen before, you had people crying, you had people saying it was staged. There's just a lot going on. But today, we're going to be going through some of those tryouts at Streamer University. And also, we're going to be talking about the good side of streaming and the bad side of streaming, because everybody can't be a streamer. And you're going to find out why today. Becoming a streamer won't save you. All right, let's get into it.
Here at Atlanta Streaming University, it is already about to get shut down.
I drove 10 hours by myself.
Damn.
No break, no service. And then I just get a thing saying it's canceled.
They say, hey, trust your gut, stay home. I wasted $700 in a trip for that not even happening tomorrow.
I just drove 11 hours to Atlanta from Texas just for Kai to cancel this.
Do not go to in-person Streamer U auditions if you do not have the time, the resources, or especially the funds.
I quit my full-time nursing job to apply to Streamer University.
Well, Atlanta, it was nice while it lasted. Standing on everything.
Why couldn't you just keep both?
In 2026, it seems like everywhere you turn, everywhere you go, and everywhere you look, everybody wants to become a streamer. And some of these people aren't just gamers or content creators who want to get into the field after doing their niche or style of content for a while. Some of these people are going to the lengths of quitting their job or dropping out of school and starting to stream and have never done it before. Streaming University.
Yeah, that's my question. Like, why do people, like, I understand chasing your dreams. I encourage everybody to chase your dreams, bro. If you're watching, chase your dreams. But, like, why would you quit your job to chase your dream? It's like, you need a plan, bro. You need a plan. Like, and how are you going to fund your dreams if you don't have a job and you're unemployed? But that's my take on that.
University made this look obvious because it looked less like a school audition and more like a talent show. People weren't just applying for advice, they were applying for a chance to be seen. And hell, when I went down to the Atlanta Streamer University auditions, it became abundantly clear that that was the case. So when I factor in things like economic climate or the access that being a celebrity gets you, the bigger question is not why does everyone want fame? I mean, I think that's obvious. The real question is, why does everyone want to stream specifically? Because while I do believe that streaming can open up so many doors for so many people, I think that a lot of people are biting off way more than they can chew. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long, long way for the channel. Once I get to a certain threshold, I'm gonna start streaming. Hell, if everybody doing it, I can too. And this community should be there to support me, I think. Now, back into the video.
Kyle, he looks at me, he's like, bro, we just paid this streamer, not an A tier, not a B tier, like a C tier streamer, 70 racks. And I was like, oh, that must
Whoa, 70K? And he's a C tier? I ain't gonna lie. We might have to start streaming. We will be streaming soon, though. Stay tuned, though. Keep supporting me, bro. You're gonna see me streaming, guys.
Crazy for the next like 3 months. Like, that's gonna be sick. Good for the company, good exposure. No, he said no, bro. He stopped me right there. He's like, Laz, it's not over the span of 3 months. It's not over the span of 2 months. It's a 30-second bit in their live stream.
Curious as business, it's like, what does one have to do to accumulate $300,000 in 1 month of content?
I mean, it's based off of your live concurrent viewers.
Okay.
It's based off.
Can you explain that?
Like how many people watching you at once?
Okay.
I always tell people, they be like, how many viewers I gotta have to make this month? If you can average 2,000 to 3,000 people every time you stream, you can make 6 figures a month.
Look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it in this video, and I don't think that it does us any good if anybody plays oblivious as to why people want to jump into streaming. Of course, there are a bunch of numerous different reasons, but at the top of the funnel, the finances are first. In 2026, there are a plethora of ways for somebody who is pursuing content to be monetized. We're talking about subs, donations, sponsors, uploads, clips, merch, brand deals, live ad revenue. And this is so much different than the days of content past where people were just doing donations to you. Now the whole creator economy is insanely huge, and that's just the on-camera presence. Now what makes streaming so enticing is that from the outside looking in, it looks like these people are getting rich by hanging with their friends, playing games, reacting to videos, and honestly just being themselves. This is why streaming over other forms of content creation is so popular with so many people. It doesn't look like labor. It doesn't look like these cookie cutter algorithms algorithmic videos.
And I feel like that's like a big reason to why so many people want to be a streamer. Because like, could you imagine, like, I'm a health science major right now, right? Cool. And like, imagine having to wake up to your 9 to 5. Like, trust me, the pay is going to be great, but some people just don't want that lifestyle, I guess. And I mean, sometimes you need the 9 to 5 to break out of the 9 to 5 in order to chase your dreams at content creation, because you need something to fund your dreams. You feel me? Because it all starts on the iPhone, but then the bigger you get, the more equipment you're gonna need, and just there's so much that goes into it. But I could see why so many people want to become a streamer. But hey, man.
That I even put together, but it just looks like your lifestyle. You're doing your own thing and you're getting paid for it. People are saying Kai, they're saying Aiden, Speed, Jinxie, Plagueboy Max, Phantom, Duke, Sketch, whoever, and it feels like they're looking at the new version of a rapper or an athlete.
Yo, we in a day and age where being a streamer is way cooler than being a rapper right now. Being a rapper, like, since forever, like, since the 80s, that was, like, the coolest job you could have. It was, like, top tier, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you're mad popular, you know what I mean? All the women want you if you're a guy, and vice versa if you're a woman. But now, being a streamer, like, it probably changed within the last 2 years. Like, being a streamer, that's the coolest job. Like, because they really just film them just being, like, just in the house. Like, they don't even be doing shit. Like, so, like, yeah. Salute to them niggas.
The dream is not just, I can make money online. The dream is more so, hey, I can make money by being myself, which is totally new, which is totally invigorating and totally enticing to a lot of people. But there's this dangerous illusion that is presented when people perceive streaming in this fashion. They're only looking at the top 1% of it all. They don't see the people that are streaming 8 hours a day to 20 viewers. They don't see the consistency, the pressure, the failed streams, the bad numbers, and the years. And I do mean years of building for a lot of these content creators.
And I feel like that's the thing. Like, people always, like, because I know to this day, like, you might even feel like this. People say content creation is easier, way easier than a 9 to 5. But people don't realize you got to put in 9 to 5 work in order to get to that level. And that's when it becomes a little bit easier. But even then, you got to still keep grinding because you need to maintain that. So
I'm streaming for one viewer. What am I doing for my life? I am 24 years old, who's been streaming for 7 years, brother. And I'm literally streaming to one viewer. Like, what the fuck? What did I do wrong in life? I'm just really just trying to figure that out, dude. Like, chat, I've tried to be positive. I have every positive bone in my body, and I'm trying to be positive, bro. Like, fuck.
But overall, streaming looks like the only job where someone can get rich without ever looking like they clocked in. The dream is not just the money. The dream is to be yourself, and, you know, the dollars ultimately follow. People aren't chasing streaming because it looks easy. They're chasing it because the success looks effortless. But money alone doesn't explain the streamer phenomenon. TikTok and YouTube can also make people rich. So why are so many people jumping straight to streaming?
Like, what's the difference between a celebrity and a streamer that has over 100K views, right? I'm pretty sure the streamer is gonna get more recognized than the celebrity.
Y'all can disagree with me, but streamers are the most famous people on earth right now. Streamers are the most famous. Like, everybody knows what a streamer is for the most part. And people want to live the life like a streamer more than an actor, more than an actress, more than a rapper. It's streaming now. That's like people are really getting popping off of that. Streamers are like they like the Jay-Z's now. And this doesn't take away from actually success and being, you know, an actor or being in the basketball player, whatever like that. But I'll say between being in sports and a streamer, those are the two highest paid occupations right now. Basketball players and streamers. But streamers right now are considered the GOATs, like the Cenats, the Tylils and all them, the Duke Dennises. They're the ones.
He's not wrong in the ISO speeds. It's really Kai and ISO speed that really are the faces of it. But it's actually crazy, like, because he's not wrong. I'm gonna be honest.
They're the most famous.
You see, TikTok and YouTube feel like posting to this algorithm. You upload, you wait, you refresh, you wait, you refresh, you wait, you refresh. 30 minutes later, you finally find out how your video is performing. Even here on this channel, I have some comments. I may interact with some people from time to time, but ultimately there is this gap that is still there in a couple different areas. Streaming, however, feels like you are walking into a room, and that room is filled with validation, attention, fame, and notoriety that no one could ever imagine. Even if only a few people are watching, the streamer gets live reactions, live jokes, live criticisms, live donation, and most importantly, live validation. This makes a stream and a streamer feel more personal than what it already is. You're not just making content, but you're hosting an environment that is ultimately going to prop you up to levels of validation that you could have never imagined. And this is why a lot of people are skipping straight to streaming. Not just, hey, I want to go start doing content and then move over that direction. No, people are stopping what they're doing in their 9-to-5s and just jumping straight into streaming. But see,
like on that note, like I understand why you would quit your job, but it's like, the thing is, I don't understand is like, why can't you just maintain the 9-to-5 until like you're good? You don't need it no more, you know, but
this is where a lot of people miss a step. While I was at the Stream University auditions in Atlanta, seeing the people that were in line, I saw people doing anything for validation or a reaction or some sort of comment or maybe even a slight donation from a chat. And we can talk about the content of people's streams in a different video, but these people are treating this as the final product, and that's where I think that they're missing. The smart streamers aren't treating it as such. They are treating it as the raw footage. The real strategy is go live for a couple hours, create as many moments as possible, and turn the best into different clips.
I have a live channel where all my streams goes to YouTube. So double the money. Say I'm live streaming with you right now, right? Yeah. It's a that I never met in my life that lives in Canada.
Let's go clip it.
That clips it.
How you get money from that?
YouTube.
Okay.
So he uploaded to
YouTube.
He uploaded for me, and then I have a situation with him where he gets paid, I get paid, boom, boom, boom.
That's smart.
Those clips then travel the world via reaction channels, commentary channels, reposting pages, etc., etc. That's where the real validation, conversation, fame, and notoriety come from. Few people even watch actual streams, but I know everybody consumes some sort of clip. This is why streaming can make you feel more famous, even if the numbers don't reflect. See, the algorithm can ignore you, but when chat talks back to you and gives you that thing that you can circulate to these different audiences on these different platforms, you can feel bigger than what you even are. And that feeling is exactly why Stream University is so popular. People craving for that attention, that fame, and that notoriety that they've been longing for and yearning for in life. It's not just a school. Stream University is a stage for those to rise to the top.
Yo, D.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, he's spinning right now, bro.
Cenat, what's up, man?
What's that?
It's a monkey. That's my baby.
Sit down.
All right. I'm sitting down. How you doing, Coffee?
Wait, is it friendly?
It's friendly.
Is it bite?
Only if you make a bite. It's a marmoset monkey. Tico, go say hi. Every single day, like my baby.
Oh.
Go say hi. Yeah. Do you know his name? His name is Tico.
Tico.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Cenat? I'm here from the Amos Department of Corrections. Could you kindly stand up for me?
I'm in trouble.
We're here to issue you a few citations. We actually tracked you down all the way in New York, and you escaped to California.
No.
Is that right or wrong?
No.
You escaped to California, and we're here in ATL to track you down to issue you a few citations.
What would I do?
Now, you have two choices. Either, can you please stand up? I'm an officer of the law. That's a little disrespectful, if you don't mind. So you have two options. We're going to offer you two deals. You have a plea deal, and this is like your court.
What did you even do?
I need you to hire me as the hall monitor for Stream University. As you can see, I'm very competent at my job.
Oh, that was
I've been
creative.
for a very long time. So that's one way to go, or you'll be apprehended at the scene.
That was creative. I like that.
Okay, I can't accept now.
Okay. Well,
But stay in touch.
Well, we could do so. We could work something out. Definitely. We'll definitely get. Yep. You just get some information going. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything is good.
Stream University is the new age American Idol. People came far and wide in order to showcase their talents, their creativity, and why they belong in the rooms with some of the biggest creators on the planet. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the in-person interviews I saw were hilarious. Of course, we had characters that we had known for a long time before in the Reggies, in the Rakais, the Rays, the Suburb Babies, the Ben Dons, all these different people. But it did showcase and highlight some people that I had never seen before. That guy, and I'm pretty sure he's a big streamer, who did the hall monitor skit. I thought that was one of the most innovative and creative things. Kai played along with it very well. I laughed my ass off. Now, while a lot of people understood the assignment and realized that Streamer University and even just the auditions was an opportunity to be creative, get their content off, and they understood that the real prize was an opportunity to get more views with this trending topic, a lot of people had a different prize in mind. You see, their prize wasn't the views, it wasn't the opportunity to collaborate and network with a bunch of people. Their prize was the opportunity and chance to get to Kai Cenat. And when that didn't happen, let's just say it didn't go so well.
Oh, my cousin, Kai Cenat, you weird as fuck. Oh, my cousin, you're weird as fuck. Why the fuck would you have the audition without me? Why?
Man, even though I've been...
I ain't gonna lie. Let's relax now. Like, what people are not doing at these streamer university tryouts, they should be networking. There's a bunch of creators in that line, and you could network with so many different creators, and then you're mad at Cenat for giving you an opportunity that you personally decided to go for. Like, it's exactly how life works. You don't get every opportunity handed to you. So that's not the best way to react to it, but I understand why he's upset, but...
Camping for 4 days since Thursday in LA for Stream University auditions. Waited in line since 6 a.m. Was hella committed, staying here. Still got denied from the staff. I didn't even get to get interviewed by Cenat.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm sorry. Was that a she?
Why the fuck would you have the audition without me, right?
Anyways.
Committed to university auditions. Waited in line since 6 a.m. Was hella committed, staying here. Still got denied from the staff. I didn't even get to get interviewed by Cenat.
The ugly cry. So bad. I'm coming up here because as bad as I want this, bro. Like, as bad as I want to go to Stream University, I feel like awareness needs to be spread because, bro, I'm just so angry because I was so close in the line. So I was out there meeting people, making connections. I was grateful for that. But it was starting to get closer to time. First of all, people were passing out. My thing is, time was getting closer to going inside. Some people were able to go inside earlier before even Kai got there. And then, like, the drone would come out. People were pushing and shoving. Like, I'm so angry because I was so fucking close. The whole event is just, like, the whole in-person application is just mad unserious. And I say that to say because you got people who really want it. The people that really want it, you got people, a whole bunch of people playing because they want the opportunity to meet Kai and to get a viral moment or whatever, which I'm not knocking anybody for their reasons of going. But it's just like, sad, like, now I'm home. Like, you know, wait down this car out of work. Got a flight to go back home. Like, bro, it's so bad.
When I was at the Streaming University auditions in Atlanta, I saw content creators who had been creating for years, and I mean verifiable years, coming from Wyoming, Philadelphia, Florida, St. Louis, everywhere far and in between for the opportunity to network, create, and potentially meet Cenat. I did some interviews, and ultimately I lost the audio for them. I know, I'm punching and kicking myself as well, about the entire experience and situation. And ultimately, a lot of people, hell, pretty much everybody that I interviewed said that if they didn't make it in to see Cenat that day, it would not make or break them when it comes to content creation and the streaming journey that they are going on. And that was a breath of fresh air because the things that I consumed on the internet said opposite for a good amount of people. Now, this is no shade and this is no knock on any of the people that I've shown in this video that are crying or complaining or being negative about their experiences in the Streamer University audition line. But to me, their priority was more so about meeting Cenat as opposed to wanting to be streamers. I went to look at their social media pages and I went to try to find content, and it was sparse. It was like a man who has a thinning hairline. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Even that young lady who was crying in the Knicks jersey, the last time she had streamed was a year ago. And not saying you have to stream in order to get accepted in the Stream University, but I think you understand the gist of it all. And I think for a large portion of the population, this answers the why of it all. Well, why do you want to go to Stream University? Why do you want to be a streamer right now? For some people, they see it as a way out of poverty. They see it as a way to come up in this world. For a lot of people, they see it as fame, notoriety, and attention. For a subsection of people, they just want to meet Cenat. They don't know what it takes to ultimately become a streamer. Hell, they're not even attempting to do it in their free time. They just see a place in a space where they can see a guy that they watch on screen and enjoy and are going to run at it full head of steam. This is why that Stream University audition stage is so important of it all. It highlighted the desperation, desire, and the delusion of people out there that are looking to uplift themselves or change their trajectory. Hell, it even had athletes like Lamar Jackson and
that was crazy
appearing at Streamer University auditions.
Look, I ain't called no ruckus. I was just in there chilling. I'm like, all right, man. They said they gonna come give me in 10 minutes. They said they gonna come give me in 15 minutes. I'ma just wait. 10 minutes go by, they'll come. Now everybody see the stream. They know like now I'm like a couple times, like two, 3 10-minute sessions go by. I go back out there. I'm like, bro, what's going on, bro? He's like, man, they gonna come get you. Boom, boom, boom. I wait 6-7 hours the entire time, chat, for Kai to finally come in there. I don't ever go to the room and meet him. He finally come in there and say, like, man, I'm sorry for all y'all's wait. get to see y'all, whatever the fuck you say. At this time, I'm like, checked out. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever.
Why? I don't know. Maybe because they want to be a part of the moment. For a lot of those people out there who are truly talented and genuine with their content, they just wanted a bigger stage. But for the people that are in it for the wrong reasons, I think that they just want the cosign from the bigger name, thinking that that will platform them to a different height. And I do agree that it can put you in a different stratosphere. We've seen streamers and content creators come up from a boost and a cosign from others. But at the end of the day, I don't think that that's what streaming is all about. If your heart is not in it, then it ultimately won't be successful. And when your heart is not in something and you're being forced to do it because it brings you fame, it brings you notoriety, it brings you money, then ultimately the mental pressures that come with streaming will ultimately weigh down on you harder than we've ever seen before.
I feel like sometimes people need to self-reflect and take a step back from the broad perspective of what their life has been. I believe that there is more to this world that is much greater than myself. The energy and passion to want to do more and create is within me. That is why I quit. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate about creating. And I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of.
Taking a fucking break!
What the fuck I'm doing?
Take a little break. I'm not retiring, nigga. Nigga was talking about some retiring, but I'm taking a break. I ain't gonna cap, take a break. It could be 1 day, it could be 2 days, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be a month, it could be 3 months, it could be a year. I'm taking a break, nigga. Bro, I've been at this bitch for 7 years, gang. I'm tired.
And that type of shit bleeds into the Twitch chat. That shit bleeds into everywhere, bro. Niggas just being negative. I might come on that shit being goofy. I might come on this bitch. Y'all can call me corny. I don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all can call me whatever the fuck y'all want. But I come on this bitch to entertain y'all niggas, bro. I come on this bitch because I love y'all niggas, bro. I'm God, bro. I come on this bitch to have fun, bro. Just have fun with y'all, bro.
It just goes to show, like, it's not easy, bro. And to maintain that level of, like, success and that high demand from, like, your viewers, because your whole, like, you're meant to entertain people. It's not easy, as you could see.
Bro, like, this shit hard, bro. It's not easy, bro.
It's not.
I be putting my heart and soul in this shit. Oh, God, bro.
And you can't tell if people want to be around you, people want to fuck with you. Like, for you, bro, like, that shit is hard, bro. Like, that shit, like, it's hard to be a streamer, bro. It's hard to just be a creator because you don't know what's real, bro.
One of the common things that I talk about on this platform is the mental pressures that come with streaming. I think it's different, and I do mean way different than any other form of content creation. When I cut on my camera, personally, I know that I will have the ability to edit this down and make myself look as polished as possible. And for the most part, people are coming for a specific video and are commenting for a specific thing. They're not talking about my appearance, my personality, my looks, the things that I said that were wrong, dragging me for this, that, and the third, my family life, etc., etc. But streaming is this game in which you have to give your all to the camera in order to make it work. And I don't think that a lot of people are prepared for that. Sure, there's freedom involved. You work from home, you play games, you talk to your friends, you make money based off of your personality. But what people aren't talking about is that the bigger you get, the more that your life becomes the product. You have to be entertaining when you're tired. You have to be funny when you're annoyed. You have to be the life of the party even if you're having a down day. Now, we've seen things like Jay Cinco's family members passing away and then having to come back so soon because the bank account and the job revolves around. No matter how you feel, you have to entertain the audience for hours. Think about it from this POV. If I decided that I wanted to stop this recording right now and go and take a break and then come back to it later, I could. But if I was live streaming this exact video, I couldn't. I would have to continue on no matter how I felt. And all these things can weigh on you because simultaneously you're playing this algorithmic game to appease to a certain community or audience that wants you to be a certain way. And if you're not fitting that narrative, then ultimately people are going to turn away from you. I think this is why streaming isn't as easy as it looks. People feel like the job is just pressing go live, but the job is creating and doing something that is worth watching while going live every single time. And that means being happy with people, looking at your life constantly, picking and prodding at you, giving criticisms at every single move that you make to no avail. And this is why Cenat is so successful. Not because he just turns on the camera and goes willy-nilly with his friends and his homeboys, but he understands understands production, pacing, networking, community, events, celebrities, moments, viral or otherwise. But even he has to deal with the negative aspects of becoming a successful streamer. That's why he's on a 9-month hiatus right now. Everybody wants the reward of it all, but they don't understand the machine that they are getting into when they go and stand in that line for Streamer University or apply online or get on the internet and beg and plead to a community of people saying that they want to be and will be one of the biggest streamers in the world. They get into this game because they feel as if there's no boss, but I'm here to tell you the audience, the community, and the algorithm are your boss. So when you ask why everybody wants to become a streamer, the answer is bigger than the money. It's clear as day that streaming has become the cleanest and clearest version of modern fame. The good, the in-between, and the ugly. And while everybody wants that lifestyle, I don't think that they see the trap that is coming. I don't want it to be doom and gloom though. I think that streaming is about to go into a whole different direction. It's about to introduce a whole different set of people. That's if they are true to what they were saying at the Streamer University auditions and from their bedrooms as they submitted the applications. Whether or not you get accepted in the Streamer University, I expect more and more people to hop into this lifestyle. But I can't help but think they are doing this haphazardly as I see streamers day in and day out hop out of the game. It's been a minute since we've seen a Phantom. It's been a minute since we've seen a Duke. It's been a minute since we've seen some of our staple creators, and the breaks that the ones that are around do keep getting bigger and bigger every single day. I like how streamers are reinventing themselves in real time because it is showing that you don't have to always go down this path and you can kind of make streaming what you want it to be. iShowSpeed is a perfect example of this. He's not doing the typical stuff that he used to do, but now is doing world tours, meeting dignitaries and famous people and all this other stuff like that with his audience captivating abilities. And that seems to be something that's having less stress on his mental. His physical, I don't know, but his mental seems as though it's being well done. But all in all, people have to understand that when they're answering the question why they want to be a streamer, or even asking it, is that there is so much that streaming can give you. You just have to know if you're ready for it.
That was a great video, man. Like, it really highlighted the difficulties of streaming. If you try to get into this for the wrong reasons, you're not gonna last long. There's a lot that goes into, and just like every job, there's a lot that goes into it. The stress, the mental fortitude, and it's definitely a wake-up call that everybody cannot be a streamer. So, well, that was a really good video by him. I'm gonna link his video down in the caption, or description. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down your favorite moment below. We're trying to get bigger and bigger, so eventually we can stream too. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support. I'll see you guys next video.